Willow, don't put my phone in the chalk bucket, is absolute.
What's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong that I could fix, that I would fix? It's like, you meditate on that, you'll get an answer. And it won't be one you.
My goal is to stand on top of the podium at the end of the season.
Thanks for looking at me go to CrossFit.
You gotta walk off the paddock feeling like you've done your best, and she did.
Come on. Shall we turn into a run now? Ready? Drop the bag, now we run. Come on.
Oh, all right. Are you ready to mobilize? Are you ready to get pliable? We're gonna do a pliability session. Hey guys, so I wanted to go through some pliability movements that I really like to either start my day or even finish my day. Today I'm finishing it, doing it while after training. I've already saunaed, so I feel nice and warm. I've moved the body, so I'm able to actually really get deep into my stretches. I have had a distraction with Willow, but you know what? Life goes on, it's the best distraction. So pliability, you get the choice because obviously everyone has a really busy schedule. You can either choose to take a shorter pathway or do the longer pathway. So that could average from 10 to 15 minutes or 20 to 25 minutes. And then on Thursdays, they also do a really nice long one that is roughly around about 45 minutes, but that really comes down to the person. I knew I bruised my toe. You know that day that we went for a run in the morning, it was like active recovery? My toes were hurting so badly, and I actually got a blood blister.
Are you happy with your performance from the games?
You know, with everything considering, it was definitely a different games that I never experienced or expected to ever go through. But in terms of my execution, there were definitely workouts. For example, the variation where it had the free handstand push-ups. I was disappointed. I walked off the floor disappointed with that performance because my free handstand push-ups are way better than what they were. I just didn't execute that workout the best that I possibly could have. And with that said, you're wanting to execute to the best of your abilities on every workout. And so with all that said, you know, I think it's really important to take the good performances with the bad performances and, you know, be happy with certain executions. Overall, I was happy with a lot of my executions on the workouts. I think my favorite part was definitely the clean ladder. That I just haven't felt that adrenaline rush in such a long time. And so that was really good. And it was a fantastic race between me and the other girls. And it was so close too. That was just really, really special. The track events on Friday night, they were really cool. The crowd was crazy, you know, you'd be running around the curve of the track, but then on every straight, it was just so loud. It was electric. But it was really cool to have the crowd get behind you on every workout and, you know, cheer you on and stuff. To answer your question, I was happy with my executions, but there definitely were times where I felt like I could have done better. The next one, I'm going to do a low dragon. So it is a part of my pathway, but Willow appears to have stolen my phone. So I do pliability every day, so I know majority of them off by heart. Yeah, you rascal. So definitely saunering. Saunering was one of my go-to things to help with recovery. Just always felt like the heat and sitting down and relaxing in the heat has always been beneficial. mobilizing. So doing my pathways through the Pliability app on a daily basis have just kept the body feeling really good. I think just being able to have that flexibility and feeling mobile, especially when the volume starts to ramp up, you get tighter through the hips, through the shoulders, and staying on top of your mobility is absolutely crucial to being able to move freely, finding good body positions in training. And it's just really peaceful as well. And then my third one was nutrition. So we were fortunate enough to have my grandparents and my parents throughout the season. And you know, by the time I'd finished my training, we would go home, see Willow, and we would have dinner cooked, and I'd have lunches every day. So that was really good and really beneficial. We didn't have to eat out or, you know, not put a lot of effort into cooking ourselves this season. This next movement is bound angle. It's really, really good for the groin, even for the lower back, because if you pull yourself forward, you can really feel it through your hips, but also through your lower back. Of course, like, you don't want to overdo it, but you can, depending on your mobility levels, you can actually, like, you know, push a little bit deeper and breathe into it. Now, this is a tough one because I just straight away dishwasher. But then the more I think about that, like, that's pretty dirty. I don't know if I'd want to be a dishwasher. Like, it's just, I really love the dishwasher. That's a tough one because, like, I feel like I've tried to make every holiday good, regardless if it's, like, been a disaster, but it's never really been a disaster. But I like them all because it means that everyone shuts off. No one emails me on the holidays. To me, I guess, like, we don't really do Valentine's Day because we've been married for so long, which we should. That's not good. But I don't want to go out on Valentine's Day because everyone else is going out on Valentine's Day and the prices are through the roof. So maybe Valentine's Day is a good one. All right, so this is called the Twisted Lizard. If you want to go deeper, you'll come down onto your elbow and you want to drop the hip as low as you can. You can push this knee out and kind of feel it in your glute, feel it in your hips a little bit more, but also the deeper you go, like, you should feel it in your quad. For me, I feel it enough through here, depending on how much stuff I've done, but this is always a good one to really open up those hips. Who shouldn't be a celebrity? Well, I'm terrible with names, so I don't really know who shouldn't be, but I'm guilty for watching the Kardashians, but I feel like a lot of people would say the Kardashians. You know, this is a really hard one, and I think it's really hard for CrossFitters. My fingers are not touching. Normally you should have it with a band, but I used to, before CrossFit, I used to be out of touch. And then because I got so big, I'm so big in the shoulders, I can't touch it, and I can really feel a lot of it here. If I had a band, I'd probably be able to intensify the stretch through my lat here. But this is enough for me. The ultimate comfort food, Tim Tams or just chocolate. I love sweets. Yes, chocolate and sweets, cookies, you name it. Why did I decide to do Rogue? Well, before the games, like, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, you know. We had some plans to just, like, relax a little bit and just have a bit more family time after the games. But since the games, obviously the games were a little bit different than normal. It was a really cool opportunity to go to Scotland. Like, this is the first time that they've done it overseas. And I'm also very attached to Rogue. I always want to be a part of it somehow. Sid and Taylor, they qualified for the Rogue Invitational. So for me, I was like, well, if they're going, well, why not I go? So then I decided to not do what we initially had planned as a family and then go to Rogue instead. Now, don't log me out. I've got a session going on there. Just gonna know what I've got to do. You are a turd burger. Willow, don't put my phone in the chalk bucket is absolute. Alright, I'm just gonna grab. Hey.